Hello, knife people, knife collectors, YouTubers. Zeroed for X here. Today, I'm going to review the Case Trapper Lock with clip in chrome vanadium, and it is sporting jigged amber bone scales. Very nice, very stunning looking, very well finished. This is case item number 30024. The tang stamp is designated as 6154LC with CV below it on the tang. 6 denotes bone handle material. 1 is the number of blades. 54 is the pattern number. LC designated as a locking blade, liner lock in this case. And C for a clip, and then CV below that would mean chrome vanadium. I'm going to give you a quick little history, real quick, on W.R. Case & Sons, who are based in Bradford, Pennsylvania. William Russell, Gene, John, and Andrew Case began making knives in 1889. Today they are owned by the Zippo company, the famous windproof lighters Zippo, and Case is one of the most collected knives in the world. They've got a club with about 19,000 members, which is known as the Case Collectors Club. For more information on that Collectors Club, you can just visit wrcase.com, and you'll be able to get some info on that. Just a little note, Case is world-renowned. They're a very high-quality American-made product. It's one of the last things in a department store or sporting goods store that you're going to see that's actually made in America. They're an integral part of our history, and they've provided some of the finest pocket knives for many generations. Hopefully you're going to see this video. You're going to go out and buy a Case knife, keep this company in business by supporting them. All right, let's get to the specs on the Trapper Lock. This knife has amber jig bone scales. It's really, I'll tell you, when you look at it, it's got that traditional pocket knife look. It's beautiful. It's kind of historic. It's really quite magnificent to look at. I'd love to see this offered in, say, burnt amber, peach seed jig bone, or maybe a deep canyon goldenrod. That would be quite stunning. But onto the specs. This knife closed is 4 1/8 inch. 4 1/8 inch is about 10.4 centimeters for all you people over there in Europe. It's 3.4 ounces, or about 96.3 grams in weight. The steel is composed of chrome vanadium. Now, for some people that don't know what vanadium is, it's an alloy because well, all the steels that they make with knives are some sort of an alloy, but the vanadium content in this is quite high, and it's what they make high-speed tool steels with. It's what you're going to see a lot of wrenches and things that need to be really tough. You're going to see a lot of vanadium content, so that's that. This knife features, it has modern deployment. It features a thumb stud deployment, which I really, really like. Nail nicks are all right for most people, but if you need to open a knife one-handed, a thumb stud is really the only way to go. It's quite easy to open. You really do need to grip this knife quite high. It's a little higher than what I'm used to gripping a pocket knife, but I'm quickly acclimating to this. It has a belt clip or a pocket clip. Okay, let's talk about the likes of this knife. What makes this knife stand out? What makes this knife unique? I really enjoy, number one, I like the traditional look. It's old school. It's quite magnificent. It's got a historic type of eye appeal to it. It's very classy, very masculine. Number two, the high polish. Again, great eye appeal. High polish is not used by most manufacturers because it's expensive. I love high polish. In fact, I take some of my knives that are not high polished and I will get them high polished at all costs just because I like it. I kind of feel cheated by these manufacturers that skimp on this step. Really, a piece of steel is really beautiful when you put a mirror polish on it, and I really appreciate the fact that Case is still making knives with the high polish. Number three, I think this is a perfect blending of rugged traditional looks with the modern accoutrements. It has got the modern deployment, the one-handed opening with the thumb stud. I think that's a great thing. It's got brilliant form and function. It fits well. The ergonomics of this knife are very solid. It feels very solid. It's well balanced. When you're using it for any type of cutting chore, it feels natural in your hands. There's no hot spots. It's lightweight. It's a liner lock. Really, I'll tell you quite honestly, it's a really good EDC knife. Not well suited for personal protection if you're one of these guys that's got to have a giant knife, but in a pinch you could definitely defend yourself if you needed to with this. As far as an everyday carry, I'm going to give this knife on a scale of 1 to 10 about a 9.5, simply because it is I don't believe there's a perfect EDC. So we'll get onto the dislikes here very shortly. The dislikes. The screws on this pocket knife on the clip are not polished. Come on, guys. You put a nice polished blade, you put a nice polished bolsters, you put plain satin finish screws, and that really irritated me. I'm sorry, but I'm just expecting these screws to be just as shiny mirror polished as the rest of the knife. So that's why I'm a little disappointed. Let's put it that way. There are a couple of rubs. There are abrasions on the blade from the liner. This is a fit issue. When they put these knives together. Most of the pocket knives that you see that are out there are going to have some kind of abrasions from the liners and from opening. Tip down only carry. That's my only other gripe. I wish there was some way to fix that, but it's part of the. So the tip down carry, it's not really a big issue. It's more of a want, a desire. But that's about all I got for you folks on this knife. This was meant to be a very quick review, just give you some ideas of what and where and how and when and etc. I hope you enjoyed it. There you have it. That is the Case Trapper Lock with clip in amber bone. And I really like this knife a lot. I just want to let you know that this has become part of my everyday carry. It finds its way in my pocket quite often, recently very often. And I think anybody that buys this knife, I don't think they're going to be disappointed. There's more good about this knife than bad. I've only got a few gripes about this knife, but overall I would say this is one fine pocket knife. And that's about it. I'm Zeroed for X, and I am out of here. If you liked this knife, if you like this review of this knife, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, let them know, hey, if you want a little information on this knife, here's where you can see it. And hopefully I'll get some more time in the future to review some interesting knives, and we will see you soon. Thanks.